Hey there, Ventex here. Welcome back to Prognostic, Rags to Riches. There must be an explanation of why you are starting to see her more often. That makes me think that the old lady that we're seeing out of the mirror is our grandmother. Maybe it's because you are using more of her rituals and they are making contact easier? But why does she hunt you if she herself left you all these instructions? That's a good question. I know it's hard for you, but we have to keep going. You saw the last case. Those who hear the voice cannot stop after one murder. Someone has to catch the guilty, otherwise we face even more death. Over the past couple months, screams and sounds of fighting became a common thing. Such a fight recently happened on the outskirts. We have found a body in the homeless camp at Southway Road 1. I talked to the informant and identified 5 suspects who could have been there at the time of the death, 1904, early September. The problem is that they can hide anywhere. I don't need to find all the people from there, just the killer. Send me the name of the killer and where he is today on 30th of November, 1904. Our objective: send the killer dossier. Send where he is hiding now. So we have our victim here, Brantley Hopkins. He arrived in the city by train a little less than a year ago. He has a record for disorderly conduct. He visited a gambling house from time to time. Its workers say that he recently won a large sum of money. We also have our suspects, starting with Ryan Turner. Former soldier, he was detained several times for violating the order. What order? The order? Like, is that like Star Wars? Like the Empire? Max Richardson. He worked on the laying of the railway until he injured his leg. Several interviewed witnesses said that he has scars on his body from old gunshot wounds. Sebastian Balk. Street artist. He sold his drawings at the intersection of Highfield and Nower. Not so long ago, after he started to hang out with Edward, he began to dabble in petty theft. Elliot Edwards. A handyman and a troublemaker. He was fired after he stole money from work. He had a passion for poker, and this is a dangerous thing. Alexandra Stanley. She is a beggar, and this is the only thing we know about her. You can usually find her near the town hall on Barnhill Street. So we have our suspects. We need to figure out who is the killer. We know that they found a body at Southway Road 1. We know that the death occurred. 5 suspects who could have been there at the time of death. The time of death was sometime in 1904, early September. The problem is that they can hide anywhere. Let's go ahead. Let's get going. Oh, the door swung inside of me. Shall we start with the cards? Let's put our victim on there. Shuffle it up. Here we are. First card. Nope. Come on, justice. There it is. So, the High Priestess. The murderer has an accomplice. Oh, wow. So there's 2 of them. The murderer has an accomplice. Right here. We know that. There was 2 people there. I'll make sure the mirrors are all here. The lights are all on. It's getting harder and harder to keep up with the mirrors. Now, shall we go see the date and the time? We know it is early September, that's all we know. Now, put the victim, zodiac sign. He's born March 4th. March 4th would make him April, May, wait, March right here. No? Right here. Pisces. That'd make him a Pisces, March 4th. Okay? So that's the water sign. So first we have to make this onto the Pisces. It'd be the fish, right? Is that right? I don't know these zodiac signs. I just know mine. I don't keep up with that kind of stuff. Pisces. I got other things to pay attention to. So that's the water sign. The last letter of the name. Last letter of the name is Y. Y would be 1. So red is on 1. don't know if I hear whispers or not. I think it's just the fire. And water sign. If the surname has identical letters, which it does not. Wait, Hopkins. No, it doesn't. If the surname has identical letters, then it's the last one. If the not, it's the first one. So it'd be the H. That'd be 5. The blue's on 5. So it's September 3rd. And this was the only day one we've had at 2 a.m. There, whispers. Going as fast as I can. Come on. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Can you imagine if there's multiple of them? Oh, I don't like that thunder. Grandma, leave me alone. I know it's you now. There, cut it out. So, September 3rd. September 3rd at 2 a.m. And this was 1904, correct? Yes. Great. Grandma, cut it out. Swear I'll roundhouse you. So we have the day of his death. So we have to find the suspects, see who the killer is, and see where they are now. So we need to put in the date, which is September 3rd, 1904 at 2 a.m. September 3rd. We'll start with Mr. Turner. So this was at Southway Road 1. Southway Road 1. So it wasn't him. Turner's innocent. Let's try Richardson. There's 2 of them now. There's a murderer and the accomplice. Oh, shoot. Murder and accomplice. 18 Glower Street. He's also innocent. It was Southway Road 1. South Roadway 1. Wait, what? Southway Road 1. Now, Balk. No. Yep. Balk is one. Balk is one of the murderers. Now, let's go ahead and light another ritual candle. First, let me put Elliot up there. Saves an extra step. That lady better not be looking at me. Last time she got me good when she was standing there. I'm paying attention, Grandma. Not today. Now, back to what we were doing. Where were you? He was also there. So these 2 are the murderers. Elliot Edwards and Sebastian Balk, both murderers. What about Miss Stanley? Let's just make sure. Yeah, it wasn't Miss Stanley. You hear that? That torture sound again. I hate it. Now, where are they now? Today is the 30th, 1904. November 30th. Go this way. It's a little bit faster. November 30th. 1904. What time is it? Does it matter? I don't think it matters. Let's put Mr. Balk in here. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Ah, where is hiding now? At 2200, right there. 2200. Where are you? We're close. He's dead. He is dead. Sebastian Balk is dead. And where is this person? Mr. Elliot Edwards. There. Okay, we got it. We figured it out. I hear the mirror. It's over here. Oh, no, 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 no. I got it. I got it. Grandma, you... You stay put, Grandma. I ain't playing with you. So we know what happened. Well, I guess he's dead, so it doesn't matter. Elliot Edwards. And where is he hiding right now? He is hiding right here. Nice. Turned out that we are dealing with two murderers. This morning, Edwards tried to hang himself in his cell. He said that he planned to share the loot with Balk, but the devil convinced him to keep everything for himself. We were right, it was this voice again. The people who've fallen under the influence of the voice are not connected in any way. They have only two things in common. First, they all live in our town. And second, this voice compels them to commit murders. Whoever that voice is, it wants to drown our city in blood. Maybe our grandmother was trying to stop it. Day 8. House fire. House fire. I decided to leave this whole problem with the voice for a while and focus on fighting the killer of our old woman. This may help us find out what is happening with our town in the long run. One of the suspects is Henry Saunders, a very hot-tempered young man. He worked in his father's shop and often delivered groceries to our old woman. In July 1904, a fire broke out at his home on Durham Road 2. Only one body was found inside. It was heavily burnt, but we recognized it as Henry's wife by her jewelry. Saunders himself is mysteriously missing. I suppose he could rob our old woman and set his house on fire to fake his death and quietly leave the town. To confirm this, I need to know exactly what happened during the fire. I hate how they keep calling our grandma old woman. Just call her grandma or call her by her name. Why is it always old woman? Old woman. Old woman. Old woman. So we have our victim here, Sophia Saunders. Before her marriage, she sold flowers on the corner of Barnhill and Durham while living with her parents on Pinner Street. After her marriage, she became a housewife and stopped going outside. So we have a date of death, July 22nd, 1904. And then we have our suspect, Henry Saunders, a carpenter. He worked at his father's shop, but no one saw him after the fire on Durham Road. Alright, let's go ahead and light our ritual candle. Let's get to work. Let's start with the tarot cards. I don't know if they're going to do anything because we don't really have a murderer, right? Unless he started the fire. But we could check it out and see. Only takes but a second. Let's mix these guys up. Here we go. We have Temperance. Come on, Justice. Star. Don't give me death. Justice. So it's the next one. The World. The person is still alive. Sophia is still alive. Wait. If Henry disappeared mysteriously and all they did was recognize her body by jewelry, is it possible that that's Henry's body and she's the murderer? Can I put... I can't put a new photo up there. Well, that makes sense because it seems sketchy, and we only have a date of death. We don't have a time. We have a date and a location. No time. We need to get some time on there. But it's not her body. She's alive. She is not dead. Let's see, we got divining rods here. Nothing to show. Okay. Rods are silent. So it's not going to do anything for us. Let's try over here. Henry Saunders. So, if our theory is right, February 2nd, what would that be? That would be an Aquarius. February 2nd. Aquarius is the Ziggy Zaggies. Put you over here, Ziggy Zaggies. Aquarius would be the air sign. The third letter of the name of the first, if the name has less than 3 letters. It has more than 3 letters. So the third letter of the name. The third letter in the name would be N. N would be 5. So red should be 5. Okay. And then if there are more than 5 letters in the surname, which there are... Oh, shoot. No. Not this again. What's happening? Grandma, cut it out! Grandma, stop! Ooh, the mirror. Good thing we know exactly. We were close. That's nice. Lead, Grandma. You are not cool, Grandma. So, what was it? If there are more than 5 letters in the surname, then the key letter of the surname is the 5th one. The 5th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'd be D. D4. So his is July 22nd. That makes sense, because that's the day of the fire. July. Now we have a date. 22nd. And we have a time. 7 a.m. Nice. It worked. Now we gotta find out where he was at the time. 7 a.m. July. I'm doing it the wrong way, but that's okay. 22nd. Oh, the one time I had it right. Where were you? He was there. And where were you today? No, wait. That's not the survivor. The survivor is her. She survived. He's dead. Yeah, he's dead. So technically, she's a survivor. So where was she on this date? Oh, come on. I was so close. Here, cut it out, Grandma. I mean it, old woman. Never drop kick the old woman, but I will make an exception. Alright. We pretty much know what to do. He's not the survivor. It doesn't matter. She's the survivor. So where was she at 7 a.m.? This is where he died. Let's get rid of this. He died at 7 a.m. on July 22nd. 7 a.m. July 22nd. Where was she at this time? She was there. And where is she now? Which would be December 1st at 2200. Oh, that was weird. Wait, what? That's strange. July. Or December. December 1st, 2200. What is that? Better stop it, Grandma. I ain't playing with you. Where's she now? Here. We got it. We figured it out. Send the survivor's dossier. She's a survivor. Send the location of the survivor during the fire. During the fire on July 22nd at 7 a.m., she was at Pinner Street. She wasn't even in the fire. And mark her location now. She is still at Pinner Street, which is where her family is, I believe. If we look at the original thing. Or actually, wait. I think it was over here. Yeah, her parents are on Pinner Street. She's staying with her parents. So it was a Mr. Saunders who died and not Miss Saunders. We found her at her parents' house. The poor girl burst into tears as soon as she saw the officer. I decided to ask her about possible dreams, and she looked at me shocked. She told me that the voice of the saint had ordered her to punish her cruel husband. The amazing thing is that she is sure that this voice was a woman's. Henry Saunders can't be our murderer, but I'll keep digging. Let's try to find out which of these possible suspects recently got rich. I wonder if it's our grandmother, the voice of a woman from beyond the grave. Day 9, Black Sheep. Our next suspect, Miss Danton, is an old lady and a longtime acquaintance of our grandmother. In October 1904, Miss Danton announced that she won a check for $40,000. And a week later, her 4 grandchildren, and sole heirs, came to visit their lonely old lady for the first time in 15 years. Funny coincidence. Another surprising coincidence was that soon Miss Danton died peacefully at her home at Glower Street 16. Determine which of them could have killed her. Until then, I will check whether she really won the money or she just visited our old woman. So we need to figure out the killer, send the dossier, send the results of the victim's reading of the tarot cards, send the results of the killer's reading of the runes. Oh, runes is new. Our victim, Victoria Danton. She was quite an infuriating person. She didn't communicate with any of her relatives, at least until she won. But then 4 grandchildren came to the city at once. The last few days before her death, she met a notary to draw up a will. After that, she died quietly in her sleep. We have Arthur Walsh. He came from the West and brought with him problems. He spends most of the day in a bar on Glower Street, drinking, bothering local girls, and starting fights. He hasn't received his inheritance yet, but it looks like he's already spending money. Dorothy Walsh. A very practical and hard-working girl. She came to the city with her brother, and the first week she got a job at a local tailor. Taylor Watkins. She got a job at a tailor. We have a tailor here. He was engaged in cattle transfer together with a group of friends. He said that he left everything behind when he found out that his grandmother needed him. He claims that he spends most of the days in the stable on the outskirts of Pinner Street. And we have a Andrew Danton. Who would have thought that someone from this crazy family could become a preacher? Mr. Denton, I thought it was Danton. Mr. Danton spends most of the day at the chapel on Rutland Road. He was even entrusted to conduct several local sermons. All right. Before we begin, I don't know how much this is going to speed stuff up. Let's put her picture up here. We have to find out who killed her for the inheritance money. There you are. Now we have a bit of information. We know that she had won the money in October of 1904. And then a week later, her 4 grandchildren and sole heirs came to visit her for the first time in 15 years. Another surprising coincidence was that soon Miss Danton died peacefully at her Glower Street 16. So we have to find out what day she died. We have to figure out who could have done it. We've got these runes that we're going to be using this time, which is something new. Is it over here? I don't remember this room being open like this. We got another bathroom in here. Are there any candles? No. Oh, this is the runes right here. Here's the runes. Interesting. Whoa, and there's a whole bunch of stuff over here. Alright, let's start with what we got to begin with, which is we need to light the candle and find out using the tarot cards. Here we are. Let's go. Let's get it started. Using the tarot cards. Figure it out. What we got? Here we are. Justice, come on. There it is. Next card. The Magician. The Magician. Right there, number 1. Killer used the false identity. Use the runes. Killer uses the false identity. Runestones will allow you to find out the secret of a person. They're located on the 2nd floor. Put the suspect's dossier on the stand. Make sure that the candle is lit. Throw the runes on the table. Okay. Throw the runes on the table from the bowl. Put those of them that lie with... Look at that old lady picture. That's our grandma. That's crazy. Put those of them that lie with the sign up back in the bowl. Clear the table and throw the runes from the bowl. Repeat the process until there is only one rune left on the table. If there are no runes left on the table with the sign up, then divination cannot tell anything useful. The last remaining rune will reveal the main secret hidden by a person lately. Okay, so throw them on the table. Put those that lie with the sign up back in the bowl. Okay, clear the table and throw the runes from the bowl. Uh-oh. I think I did it wrong. Back in the bowl. There we are. Back in the bowl. Hear the sludge. There's a bear in a cage. Oh no. Oh, that's creepy back here. I don't like that. Okay, put this in the bowl. Repeat the process until there's only one room left on the table. Oh crap, we ruined it. Here it is. So it looks like an R. Rapo. Or Ripo. Journey. Relocation. Person has found a new home. Let's try the other. Dorothy. This is interesting. Okay, put these two back in here. Okay, so we have the P. Woonjo. What would that be? Joy, a new lover. One of these mirrors is about to come undone. I can feel it. Oh no, it's not. Joy, a new lover. That's the P sign. What is that? Woonjo, Woonjo, Woonjo. There it is. Next one. We're going to have to do this again for these last two. I was a little bit too slow. Just trying to figure it out, but we got it now. Come on. Can I just end it and light another one? There we go. Perfect. What if you saw her down there? That'd be so creepy. Alright, now we go. Downstairs. Crap, 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 crap. There's no way I'm gonna make it now. Look how far I have to go. I didn't know if there was one up here or if it was downstairs. Oh, I can't believe I got it. I can't believe I got it. Holy crap. Alright, let's figure out Mr. Watkins. What do you got? 1, 2. Okay, so we have like an N. Hoglaz. Hoglaz. Grad. Person has a lot of money. So why would he want the money if he has a lot? Right here. No. Person has lost a lot of money. I read that wrong. Person has lost a lot of money. Uh-oh. And then we have Mr. Danton. What is Mr. Danton's secret? Torture. There we go. So that's like an arrow. With 2. So that's Tiwaz. Tiwaz, the god of Tyre. Person hides or changes names. There it is. Where is it? 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 There it is. Hides or changes name. So according to that, killer used a false identity. So he's the one who hide or changed his name. That's a false identity. So he's the murderer. Send the results of the victim. Send the results of the killer's reading of the runes. That's him. That's all we need to know, right? I think that's it. Send the killer's dossier. Send the results of the victim's reading of the tarot card. Send the results of the killer's reading of the runes. Right there. Hydra changes his name. We did it! It seems that our preacher not only decided to play the role of the grandson, but also to speed up the process of obtaining an inheritance. I got confirmation from the organizers of the lottery, so his grandmother was really that lucky. Well, more or less. And our grandma, as it turned out, remained poor until her death. She spent all the money she earned on books, cards, and other fortune-telling tools. They are worthless to anyone but you. I have only one remaining suspect, Judge Brooks. He released several of the criminals that were found by our old woman, and she, in turn, helped to lock several of his wealthy but dubious sponsors. They hated each other. Brooks retired several years ago and was happily forgotten by everyone. I will try to find out what he is doing now. Day 10. Murder at a Masquerade. Murder at a Masquerade. Our investigation has reached a dead end. I don't know what to do anymore. I thought Judge Brooks just moved out of town, but it turns out he died 2 years ago. In 1902, Judge Brooks was considered a significant figure who made the city what it looks like today, for better or for worse. It was said that he was going to run for mayor. His murder still continues to worry several influential people. These people were with him at the time of the murder. They saw the woman who killed him. The problem is that the murder took place during a costume party at his home at Durham Road 5. We sifted out all the guests and servants who had an alibi. You will receive files of others. Maybe if we solve his murder, we will have new evidence on our old woman's case. I know that chance is small, but I have no more ideas left. So we have Judge Brooks here, a widower and an influential judge. He organized a costume party to celebrate his retirement. He wanted to reveal that he will be running for mayor on that party. There were various rumors about his work with criminals, but there were no evidence to this theory. The local police did not look for evidence, so it's no wonder. So he died on August 21st, 1902. So we have Joshua Howard, assistant of the judge, quite an ambitious person. During his short career, he was already managed to achieve several promotions and build a small but luxurious house on Highfield Street. I wonder, where did he get the money? Edward Porter, the current mayor. Judge Brooks was supposed to be his main rival during the election. I know several of Mayor Porter's former colleagues, and they will speak about him very well. Oh, I'm trying to click Riley. There it is. A young journalist, a representative of the newspaper Formal Informer. He was always happy to talk about his political views. Christopher returned to our town to cover the upcoming elections. He left the town a year after the murder. Now he lives in New York. John Jordan, a servant in the Brooks house, worked for Mr. Brooks and his late wife for the last 20 years. Molly Fox. She worked as a cook in the Brooks house. She got this job a year before the murder. A month before the death, neighbors saw her running out of the house in tears, but Fox said it was due to problems in her own family. Kayla Jenkins, the matriarch of an influential but not very law-abided family. Her sons own a significant part of the neighboring field and lands. We received constant complaints about their behavior, but none of them have yet been convicted. Brooks invited her to his party. Maybe it was a simple courtesy, or they agreed on some form of alliance. Azaria Mayer, the sister of Mr. Brooks' wife. After the death of Miss Brooks, their relationship deteriorated. At the farewell party, many people saw them arguing intensely about something. She became the heiress of the house and money of Mr. Brooks. So we need to find out the killer. Send the killer's dossier. Mark and send where the killer was at the hour of the crime. Send the killer's distinctive feature by performing the dowsing on the victim. Send the killer's secret by performing the rune reading on him. We got a lot to do on this one. Let's start with the tarot cards, just in case. Here you go, Judge. See what we got. Justice, come on. Yes, next card. The Magician. So the killer used a false identity. Very good. Now, let's go down and use the dowsing rods. Right here. With the victim. This way, somewhere. In this direction. No. Is it upstairs? Getting closer. So it's a blue toy, blue teddy bear. A blue teddy bear. Okay, we got something else now. Blue teddy bear. So let's see here. Toy. The color toy showed the murderer's eyes. The murderer's eyes is blue. Great. So, Howard. Your eyes are brown. You're innocent. Porter. Your eyes are blue. Riley. Blue. Jordan. Innocent. Your eyes are black. Molly. Green. You're innocent. Kayla. Blue. Meyer. Brown. Now, mark and send where the killer was at the hour of the crime. The hour of the crime. Well, first let's go ahead and find out, using the runes, who used a fake identity. That's going to tell us who the killer is. Let's start with Mr. Porter. Mix it up. Oh, I thought there's a mirror. Just torture. Just torture. No big deal. That's like a D. Thought I heard a mirror. What is a D? Curiaz. What would that be? New post. The target has lost or found a new job. Curiaz. Where is that? There. Okay, so it's not him. Riley. So he's innocent. Mr. Riley. What about you? What we got? Come here. There it is. I'm on it. I'm on it. I got it. Easy. Easy. I can't wait to go up there. So that is a M looking thing. Oh. That'd be Manaz. Manaz. What would that be? Person hides or changes the gender. Okay. And Kayla Jenkins. Uh-oh. Her candle's going out. Try to get this before it does. One more. Okay, so that's a plus arrow. T-Waz, that's the one. T-Waz is the one. Where was it? Where was it? There it is. Hydra changes his name. So the killer has a false identity. That's you. Hides or changes your name. You're innocent. So now all we have to do is we have to mark and send where the killer was at the hour of the crime. So we don't know the hour, but we can look that up using his victim information on the wheel. Then we can find out the hour of the crime. And then we should be able to figure out his location from there. We are so close to solving this. We are getting good at this. Check us out. Check us out. Alright, victim. You are August 14th. August 14th, that would make you a Leo. Put you on the lion. Okay, so this is one right there. I should be able to figure this out mostly. That's one. I hate the breathing, too. Okay, so we're on the Leo. So, Leo would be fire sign. So the first letter of the first name, which would be F, that would be 8. So more than likely that's going to be somewhere over here in this area. And then if the surname has identical letters, which it does to ours, If the surname has identical letters, then the key letter of the surname is the first one. So that'd be B, which would make it 2. Number 2, which would be blue. You should be over about here. Now, we're going to have to actually use the ritual candle to see exactly where the numbers are. See what time it is. Saves a little bit of time. Grandma, no! Oh my gosh, Grandma. Okay, so where was it? It was F. His first letter of first name, which would be 8. Right? First letter of the name, 8. 8 is right here. And then you were... What was it? The first letter of the surname, which would be B, which would be 2. So blue is on 2. Okay, so it's at August 21st at 1900. August... Wait, 21st. What year? 1902. Is it? Yes. There it is. Sorry. I accidentally clicked add. I hear it. No, Grandma. You best stay back in that mirror. Don't you come out of there. Now, we have the date. Let me go ahead and take this away. So, I don't care about you. I don't care about you. I do care about this and this and this. I need to find out her location at that date. So that was 7 p.m. August 21st, 1902. 21st August at 7 p.m. 1900. Okay. Where was she at? 10 Highfield Street. Let me just make sure I have everything right. It was August 21st, 1902, 7 p.m., 1900. Yeah, everything's good. That should be it, I believe. Now let's start putting in the dossier, and then we can see what's going on. So send the killer's dossier. Here she is. Mark and send where the killer was at the hour of the crime. She was here at the hour of the crime. Hold on one sec. Let me just see. Yeah, they don't say the date of his party. I just want to make sure. Just August 21st is the day he died. So yeah, that's right. So she was here at the date, at the hour of the crime. Send the killer's distinctive features by using the dowsing. So the killer has blue eyes. That was with the dowsing, because we got the blue bear. Send the killer's secret by performing the runes. The runes said, right here, person hides or changes his name. So that's it. Wait, what? The killer has not been found. She's not the killer. The killer has blue eyes. Is it the guy that changed his gender? I wonder. Let me try to put the guy in real quick. Alright, there we go. So we got Christopher Riley. So he was actually there at the party. I think the issue was she wasn't at the party at the time that he died. He was, though, on 5 Durham Road. Killer has blue eyes, and he hides or changes his gender. There it is. The young reporter sacrificed his mortality and went for murder to help the town. He pretended to be someone else to commit murder, and this gave me an idea. There is something missing in the death of our old woman. She had no debts. She had no enemies left who wanted her death. The only few people she spoke to before her murder have alibis. I checked everybody, even you, except one. I used to think she was killed in her sleep. Perpendicular wounds, strength that decreased with each blow were suggesting that. But there is another option. Suicide. She staged a robbery, then put a knife to her chest and began stabbing herself as long as she could. She did everything to make her death look like the murder of our parents, so that we can start an investigation, so you can take her place. All of this is part of her plan, and I'm afraid that soon we'll find out exactly what she's up to next. Prognostic. Hope you guys enjoyed that game. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Check out the Twitter and the Discord down in the description. And I will see you guys next time.